with you here. How you doing? Big Cat Den. Big Cat is not with us today because he's working, but we did go to the Slipknot concert at DTE. Let's see, it was mid-August. I guess mid-August is when we went. And so we've had a request from some of all y'all to review the album. And the album is called We Are Not Your Kind, right? So I gotta find that here. So we're gonna try this here. But I have been working on this book that I think I've mentioned on the show before, that I'm working on a book for all of you. And actually Slipknot, I'm going to read you a paragraph here from what I was working on today in regards to the book. See if you guys can relate to this. The book is, the working title is Something's Wrong. Something's Wrong is the working title. And I've been kind of picking at it for a couple months now. And it's kind of like anything, you kind of start picking at it and you see what happens. But this is from a chapter called, you may remember the Rush song, I will choose a path that's clear, I will choose free will. Big Cat and I recently went to a Slipknot concert during their We Are Not Your Kind 2019 tour. About halfway through the concert, the crowd was most energized by lead singer Corey Taylor's Heretic Anthem intro. If you're 5'5", then I'm 6'6". Now it would be very easy for a pastor like me to take that in a religious/spiritual direction. And I will admit that initially I did. After all, 666 is the number of the beast. However, as I read more about the origins of the song and saw the enthusiasm of the crowd as they chanted 666, I realized that this free will issue may be in play here. The band was responding to the record label trying to put them in a box. If there's one thing that rock and rollers should resist, by definition, it's to be placed in a box. And all the maggots were affirming with Slipknot that they also were refusing to be placed in a box. In other words, the guiding principle is the steadfast determination to maintain free will, to maintain choices. Put another way, if I need to choose between success, whatever that means, and freedom, I will choose freedom. So I want to listen to this album in that vein, recognizing that, Slipknot is, I hope, about freedom. I hope it is. Find out. Here's insert coin. right, guys. Now this one we did a review on this one. I think we may not even have posted it yet, but obviously this is probably the continuation of what they're looking at on this album. I'll never kill myself to save my soul, I was gone, but how was I to know I didn't come this far to sink so low? I'm finally holding on to letting go. I think we're going to highlight here in verse 1, pick a Lord and you pray to it. You're so demanding when you want the truth, but your stories don't read for me. Verse 2, indecision overload, which I'm going to touch on that. There's this concept that we have such an amount of choices, so many choices, and it becomes overwhelming. Almost immediately it becomes overwhelming. Like even just thinking about picking a salad dressing can become overwhelming if you walk down the salad dressing aisle. Well, anyways, there's something about the rhythm that wants you to plug in. A lot to go over here, but bottom line is they're continuing the theme of the Heretic Anthem into this album, which I think is good for them.